build your business. Now, step 10 is build your business, not step 1. So everybody out there who has a Shopify store that hasn't done the previous 9, this is why you will fail.
Yeah.
This is why, you watch YouTube video. It's step 10 for a fucking reason. You know, you don't build a business until you understand e-commerce, until you have a business plan, until you understand what product and niche you're going into, until you've, contacted suppliers, you've done product testing, you've done competitive research, you've negotiated, you've built your brand, you've placed your order, you've sorted out your fulfillment. Now is when you build your store.
To build something successful, you have to do the foundations correctly.
Yeah.
There's no point doing half of an educational program, then begin starting to build your business. Like, you haven't learned everything. There's going to be things you're going to miss. The only thing that will do, obviously, we put it in terms of jumping the gun, but the only thing that's going to do to you is delay you drastically, because you're going to end up finishing building your store, maybe watch a few more bits of the training and stuff like that, and be like, oh, I needed to do that part. Now you've got to go back. So it's key to do these steps in order.
I always think the product testing is the fun bit, because you can order, I like ordering loads of samples and you're getting them all and you're checking them out and you've just got all these like new things to check out. So I think that's the fun bit.
Yeah.
I know people before where they've skipped past that bit. They haven't ordered samples and then they've had complaints from customers. So it's a crucial, they're all crucial steps, but it's a crucial part, because you don't want to be pushing something out there and it's crap.
Welcome to this podcast. In this podcast, we're going to give you 14 simple steps to go from literally knowing nothing, zero, to gaining financial freedom in e-commerce. These are the same steps all of our members have used. The members here that are doing 7-figure B2B deals, 6 figures a month through B2C, they've all followed these 14 steps. We've had a great conversation before this podcast going through the 14 steps, and we've not missed out any step. These are the 14 simple steps to gaining financial freedom from knowing literally nothing about the online world, not even owning a laptop. It's going to be a good one, guys. I'm really looking forward to this. Me and Josh have already done a webinar on this. We had great feedback. So we thought, why not shoot a podcast?
Yeah,
because you can listen to this on the car. If you follow our Spotify channel, you can watch this on YouTube. If you follow our YouTube channel, there's plenty of ways of watching this again. And webinars expire. People want to watch and watch and watch. So if you're looking to become a business owner, or if you're a business owner in e-commerce, I would 100% recommend listening to this. If you're somebody that wants more than just the average lifestyle, if you're somebody that wants to make more money, wants financial freedom, these are the 14 steps. We're going to break them down, break every single step down, step by step. So it's going to be a good one, guys. Look forward to this one.
It's kind of the secret recipe that no other people kind of want to give away.
No.
So it's going to be good to put out there. I'd probably definitely recommend taking a few notes away from this as well. Obviously with the steps.
Notepad, pen, get it in front of you.
I can't wait till we get to step 10.
Exciting.
Step 10.
But like you said, every single successful member that we've got has implemented these steps.
And they're all simple. Because you do it step by step. You cross each bridge as you come to it. You don't just go. Let's get straight into this. It's going to be a good one. Step one, educational program. So we're going to base this off being an Inner Circle member. If you're not a member, that's fine. You can put it in your own terms. So let's use step one as an example. If you're an Inner Circle member, we'll put you through our educational program. It's very important that you understand e-commerce before you do anything practical. Too many people jump in feet first and I want to build a store and, change my life. Doesn't work like that. They all fail. You need to understand e-commerce first. So if you're not an Inner Circle member, you're not planning on becoming one, in different terms, it would be learning e-com. Learn e-com, find somebody that's credible, find somebody that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about, not somebody that's trying to sell to you. Learn e-commerce. Educational program, we've got 10 modules there. We're not going to do anything practical with any Inner Circle member until you learn e-commerce. We break it down very simple, very easy for you to understand what e-commerce consists of, how to build a brand, how to market, how to do product research.
Exactly. There's so much more to it. I think a lot of people, and I've had messages from plenty of people that have a store, they've built a store, they think that's e-commerce. And there's so much more to it.
You also get people as well, like obviously what you're saying there, like to build something successful, you have to do the foundations correctly. There's no point doing half of an educational program, then begin starting to build your business. Like you haven't learned everything. There's going to be things you're going to miss. The only thing that will do, obviously we put it in terms of jumping the gun. But the only thing that's going to do to you is delay you drastically, because you're going to end up finishing building your store, maybe watch a few more bits of the training and stuff like that and be like, oh, I needed to do that part. Now you've got to go back. So like, it's key to do these steps in order.
It's the same for any business model. Any business model, like any business you're looking to get into, understand the business, understand the industry.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, understand how the industry works. I wouldn't, if I was going to go and build a house, I wouldn't just go, right, give me some bricks, I'm building a house. I need to learn how houses are built. I need to learn how to build the foundations of the house. I need to educate myself first.
Yeah.
Learn e-commerce step one. Very important.
All the steps that we're going to go over are super important, but I would say the first step is the most important. You have to educate yourself. There's no point going onto YouTube trying to learn for free. You're not going to get any value out of it. You have to invest into a mentor, and you got to educate yourself properly first.
You'll understand, because people would have often heard us talk about stop watching YouTube free videos, and they must think, what have these guys got against YouTube videos? But as we go through these steps, you'll realize that not 80% of this isn't taught on YouTube, and that's the difference. They'll teach you step 10. And even step 10, they're not good at teaching you. So let's move on to step 2, business plan. So once you've learned e-commerce, you need a business plan. You need structure. Now I've learned ecom, where do I go from here? So if you're an Inner Circle member, again, we get you on a Zoom meeting with our branding expert Anna. She'll create you a step-by-step business plan, so you've got structure moving forward. But creating a business plan that's going to set you up to succeed, not a business plan that you think is realistic based on no experience. Hire someone, pay someone, do what you've got to do to get that business plan in place. If you're not a member, of course, you get that business plan structure in place.
Anna's a perfect go-to point for that. She's helped like some of our top successful members create business plans, and putting obviously the member side of things to the side. Anna's created some huge businesses, franchises that she's obviously built and sold and stuff like that. So Anna, getting a business plan from her perspective based on what you want to do is going to allow you to grow drastically.
From her experience. Getting a business plan for someone that has the experience. It's just
and the good thing with Anna is she's always realistic. So if you go in there and tell her that, oh, this is my business plan, what I've got right now, she will be up front of you. She'll be like, look, that's not going to work. You need to like go back a few steps. You need to get this done, get this added to your business plan, because ultimately you are going to succeed. That's why you need to do it correctly, and that's what Anna's great with doing.
Find someone credible. Let's move on to step 3. You've got a business plan in place, identifying a product and niche. Now, once again, if you're an Inner member, we can help you with this. If you're not a member, you don't plan on becoming a member, then go and look for products that have a demand. Understand how product research works. It's not trending products. Stop signing up to apps that promote trending products. Doesn't work. Trending products don't have any longevity. They have a very short lifespan. You want to find something that has longevity, that has a demand. We do product research. We identify a product. We identify the niche. Pretty simple step.
A lot of people, I think, panic about this step, because especially someone that's brand new to this. I actually had a few messages today about this. Basically, people saying like, really interested, want to get on board, but I don't have an idea of a product. I don't know what niche to go for.
You don't know how to do product research yet.
Exactly. So straight away,
first step, educate yourself.
Exactly. So straight away, it's like I'm trying to like bring them down a few steps. Like, you're not at that point yet. Why are you worrying about that? That's like you going to the gym and worrying when you've lost all that weight. Oh, what am I going to be eating? Why are you worried about that? You're there.
So they're skipping step 1, step 2, and they're jumping straight to step 3. Straight away, 2 steps of the foundations, cut corners.
The most important ones, probably.
Step 4, once you've identified product niche, suppliers and product testing. Now we need to find a supplier. We have hundreds of suppliers access to the members. If you don't do your research, find good suppliers and start product testing. The product that you want to sell, the product that you've identified has a demand. Let's order a sample. Last thing you want to do is sell shit to people. You want to offer a good customer service. We're trying to build an empire here, not a quick, cash in. And
I always think
was it turn and burn? I can't remember what the
quick buck.
Quick buck. There you go.
I always think the product testing is the fun bit, because you can order, I like ordering loads of samples and you're getting them all and you're checking them out and you've just got all these like new things to check out. So I think that's the fun bit. I know people before where they've skipped past that bit. They haven't ordered samples, and then they've had complaints from customers. So it's a crucial, they're all crucial steps, but it's a crucial part, because you don't want to be pushing something out there and it's crap.
I think as well, though, if you're building a business, for me personally, I hope all you agree, but if I'm building a business, I want to see the product myself.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to give it a go. See if it is generally rubbish, right, I need to change that up.
Yeah.
But like what you said, ordering multiple ordering multiple samples is a great idea, because if you get one delivered and it's not great, you've now got to look for another one and order it. Whereas if you get a bunch delivered, maybe 5, 6, if 4 of them are rubbish but 2 are great, you've now got 2 options.
Yeah, exactly.
So it speeds that process up.
Product testing, step 4. Step 5, competitor research. So you've tested the product, you're happy with the product. Right, what are competitors doing with this product? What do their sales funnels look like? Have you signed up to their newsletters? What are they pushing in their newsletters? What unique selling points do they have? What incentives are they using? How are they speaking? Who is their target audience? Let's check out Facebook ads library. Let's start doing competitor research. Let's start figuring out what's working for them, and then we implement it within our business.
But also what's working for them, but what's not working for them. Look at complaints, look at reviews. What's something that comes up a lot that people are complaining about, because you can just go out there and say, obviously you want to make sure it does, but my product fixes this issue that people have had with competitors.
Then now with that, you're hitting a pain point.
Yeah.
And it's like people are like, well, that's the issue always get. Let me go for this one, give this a shot. So
competitor research is so simple to do. It's so simple. You got the product that you want to sell. Let's have a look at other companies. Let's go on to Google. Let's go on Facebook ads library. Let's go on to social media. Let's see what content they're putting out there. What content can be better? Can we be more creative? Like it's so simple to do.
Step 6, negotiations.
My favorite.
Now this isn't relevant if you're doing drop shipping. This is not relevant. This step for you. This is more for white and private labeling. But negotiations. Now we need to negotiate with the suppliers. Every supplier can be negotiated with. It's very important to understand. Never negotiate the cost price as your first business. Negotiate the MOQ, minimum order quantity. So if a supplier's saying 500 units, we negotiate down to 200. We've had cases with members where they've negotiated down to 100 units. Negotiate. Now we need to negotiate. Once you've negotiated and you're happy with the MOQ and you're happy with the outlay, we then move straight on to step 7, which is building your brand. We found a supplier, we're happy with the quality of the product, we've negotiated, we're happy with the MOQ. We now move over to step 7, which is building a brand. For anyone that's been watching these podcasts, watching our webinars, follow our social media, we always talk about branding. Very key. A brand isn't just a logo and a name. It's creating a target audience. It's making your brand relatable to that target audience, and it's triggering the target audience's emotions. It's niching down within a niche, which creates USPs within the brand as well. So creating brand, once again, if you're in a circle, remember Anna will jump on a one-on-one Zoom, help you build that. But building a brand is step 7 once you've got the other 6 steps in place. Very key.
And I think a lot of people, like we said on the recent webinar, a lot of people think a brand is just a logo. It's not just a logo, like we said, it's a mission statement, USPs, identifying the actual niche within the product and stuff. So it's very important to focus on it.
And you have to stay true to your brand. So if you looking to add products to your line eventually, like you need to make sure your brand is going to cover these future products. So you need to future-proof it and
then after building the brand, step 8, place your order. Once again, this step is completely irrelevant if you're doing drop shipping. If you're doing white or private labeling, we now need to place the order with a supplier. Once you've placed the order with a supplier, we do recommend using sea shipping, not air shipping. Air shipping is usually a lot more expensive than sea shipping. For your first business, go minimal risk, minimal outlay, sea shipping. Place your order, goes on to step 9. We now need to sort out our fulfillment center. The fulfillment center is where the stock will be held. So the supplier, once it's been manufactured, will want to know where your stock is going. So we need to sort out the fulfillment center, which is step 9. Going on to step 10 in a second. Very excited for this one, guys. Step 10. Now we've sorted out our fulfillment center. Now we've placed the order. We've built the brand. We've negotiated. We've done all the steps below. Build your business. Now, step 10 is build your business, not step 1. So everybody out there who has a Shopify store that hasn't done the previous 9, this is why you will fail. This is why you watch YouTube video. It's step 10 for a fucking reason. You know, you don't build a business until you understand e-commerce, until you have a business plan, until you understand what product and niche you're going into, until you've contacted suppliers, you've done product testing, you've done competitor research, you've negotiated, you've built your brand, you've placed your order, you've sorted out your fulfillment. Now is when you build your store. Step 10. There's 9 steps.
Everybody with step 10 as well. Like it's combining all the previous steps into that. Like if you miss one part, and this is why we're so against YouTube. Like we don't hate YouTube, we love it. We're just against it because you'll never learn.
We love you, YouTube.
You will never learn all the steps properly. Like down to an example, if you miss out on the negotiations, if you don't implement that side of things, and if a supplier says to you, "Oh, it's going to cost this amount," and you're like, "Okay, that's what it's going to cost." You accept that. You place the order. You now need to sell your product at a higher cost to make money.
Or you sacrifice money for marketing. losing because you've paid more at that bit. You've got to think about things like that.
But then on the flip side, like as well, with like an overpriced product, no one's going to buy it. So you're going to be sat there like, I've done all the steps. Why is no one buying it? It's because of that.
Yeah.
Another thing, if you don't do your product research correctly, you're going to build your business and be like, why is no one buying it? It's because there's no demand for it. So every single step is key to understand. And if you're going on YouTube, you're probably going to learn step 14 first, or you're going to learn step 10 first, like most people do. Where's all the other steps? You have to do it correctly.
They miss out probably the most important step is step 2, business plan. That's the most important step.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're important in their own ways, but step 2, without a solid plan from someone like we said earlier, that's credible, and they build you a business plan, a bespoke business plan based on their experience, and they know what works.
Yeah.
You're from step 2, that is going to identify whether you're going to make money or not. That business plan, if it's not done by someone like Anna, our brand expert, who has the experience in e-commerce and business plans, you have found before you even started. Yeah. You're flogging a dead horse before you've even opened up a Shopify store.
Yeah.
And this is what people don't get. Step 10, build your business. If it's B2B, you then want to build your business on LinkedIn, using Sales Navigator, brochures, etc. If you're doing B2C, then it's on Shopify. So you then want to start building your Shopify store. Step 10, build your business.
I think just touching on that, I know you said about it, Reese, a minute ago about like building the house and stuff like that. I know it's cliche and that, but you don't buy a bit of land and then go build a house.
Watch a video on YouTube.
You know what I mean? It's like you talk to yourself and like, how do I build a house? Do you know what I mean? Architects, foundations, everything like that. So it's just it's the same thing, man.
It's true. Step 11. Now you've built a business, market the business. We now need traffic. We now need customers. So we start running our ads. We start sorting our ad creatives. Market the business. Once you start marketing the business, automatically you're going to start collecting data. You're going to start collecting feedback. What we do with this data and what we do with this feedback is we use it to scale the business. Data being demographics, behaviors and interests on Facebook ads. We use all of this data here. We give it to Facebook and they create us lookalike audiences. Any customer emails, we use CSV files to upload to Facebook, which will then help us create and target an even better audience. Using data feedback will help you improve your business in areas that you didn't know needed to be improved. Use data and feedback from step 11, which is marketing the business, to move over to step 13, which is now scaling your business.
My favourite part.
Scale the business.
My favourite part, scaling the business. Building the business is great, but scaling it is my favourite part, man. 100%.
Yeah, and you can only scale business using data and feedback.
Yeah.
So what I would say to everyone out there, because we get a lot of people out there who think they've got the best brand in the world and they think I'm doing the best thing in the world, get your head out your arse. You're not. You've got no feedback. Wait until you hear it from others, and then we work with that. Collect data, use feedback, scale your business, step 13. Once you're scaling your business, you now have a healthy revenue coming in. You're listening to feedback, you're improving your business. Now you're doing high 5 figures a month, you're doing high 6 figures a month. Now we look at outsourcing / putting your business on autopilot. Okay, we use virtual assistants, VAs. We get them doing the admin, the back end work that we no longer want to do. We get content creators that create us a content on on a weekly basis, a monthly basis. We get social media managers that run our social medias. We get marketing agencies and marketing consultants to run our marketing for us. We now step back. We have an autopilot business. We've completely outsourced it, and it's also scaling at the same time. You now have financial freedom. They are the 14 steps.
Let's go. Leverage your time and then you start again and you do it all again.
Shit, but you get to miss one step out. And that's the educational program.
You've already learned that.
You ain't got to constantly do that.
Rinse and repeat. It's a rinse and repeat business model. Literally. And this is why it's easier than ever to create multiple income streams. You learn a skill. You make sure you've got a solid business plan, a structured business plan. You follow that step by step. Don't skip from step 1 to step 9 to step 6 to step 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through to 14. Cross each bridge as we come to it. Every single one of these steps is so simple. Like we said at the beginning of this podcast, we've got members here. They're doing 7-figure B2B deals, followed every single one of these steps. You got a member there who I took a picture with earlier, put in my story, 30 grand months, started with no experience, followed every single one of these steps. And it's just a rinse and repeat. It's insane, guys. These are the 14 steps. You can't cut out any of these steps apart from 2 if you're doing drop shipping that I mentioned, but you can't cut any of this out. If you remove, let's say, step 1 educational program, you'll never succeed. If you miss out, I don't know, step 5, you won't succeed because you don't know what your competitors are doing. If you miss out step 13, where you're using data to scale, you're never going to succeed because you'll never be able to scale your business.
Yeah.
Every step has to be done. It's the fastest way possible.
Every step's important as the next step or the step before and stuff. And I think it's 100% key as well, like to put out there, obviously, if somebody is obviously interested in doing e-commerce, all of these steps, like what we said, you don't need experience for this. You learn this all from scratch, like any new thing, like what you said, Josh, about the house. If you're like all of a sudden you wake up one morning, don't know why, but if you want to build a new house, you need to learn it. You need to learn all the steps bit by bit. You can't build a roof first.
But we've had members follow every single one of these steps that haven't even owned a laptop before joining us. And they've made stupid amount of money online. This is in a nutshell. Obviously the steps go a little bit more in depth each step, which is giving you an overview. Different type of podcast, this one, but it's been good. It's been more educational rather than free flow. But since me and Josh did that webinar, there's been a high demand for us to talk about this again and talk about it more, Josh. So
I think with regards to the steps, obviously the steps that we've just provided there will, create a successful business online. But I think, you need to come into it with the mindset of forget about the amount of money at the beginning. Forget about the money, because if you come into it and you're too focused on the money, then you're going to fail straight away.
100%. And you're going to want to rush through things. And then that's how you fail. Like, for example, if you rush through your branding, you just think, just do the logo. But then your product, you want to sell at a higher price, but your logo is sort of a lower market kind of logo. No one's going to buy. No one's going to pay that premium price for a logo. I think if you've got the steps in place, then you know what you got to achieve. Yeah. Like if you try and shortcut it or fast track it, then you're going to fail, like I said. Yeah. But if you got the steps in place, then it's easier to achieve because they're just little steps that you got to achieve every single week or day or whatever it is that you want to set out for yourself.
Yeah, I think it's been a great podcast. Yeah. But they're the 14 steps. Learn e-commerce. This is for people that aren't members. Learn e-commerce, step 1. Step 2, find someone credible who can actually create your business plan, not somebody who's just trying to take money from you. Step 3, identify a product/niche. Very important, you need to know a product. Step 4, suppliers product testing. Let's test what we're going to sell to the mass. If we're going to make millions from this, we need to know what we're selling. Step 5, competitor research. What are competitors doing? What's winning? What's not working? Like you say, Tami. Step 6, negotiate. Get the MOQs down. Suppliers will negotiate. Step 7, build your brand. Who's your target audience? Make your brand relatable. Trigger their emotions, USPs. Step 8, place your order. Step 9, sort out your fulfillment center for where the orders go into. Step 10, build your business. Step 10, not 1. Build your business. Step 11, market that business. Let's get some customers. Let's get some traffic. Step 12, now let's collect all the data. Let's collect all the feedback. Let's use that data and feedback in step 13 to scale the business. Once we're scaling the business and we're doing 5 figures, 6 figures a month, we now outsource. You now have financial freedom. But don't just sit back. Let's rinse and repeat that same process with a second business. Yeah. Guys, what an incredible podcast. Hope everybody's enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Incredible.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
See you soon.
See you soon.